Hello, Master. It's been a while.
Damn, Star Wars The Clone Wars has been saved. Disney really needed to repair the damage after The Last Jedi, didn't they? The source video came from the official Star Wars YouTube channel, and I'll leave a link in the description below for you. So I guess it's true, Star Wars The Clone Wars has been saved, and you know what that means. I now have a new vice for my YouTube channel. More Clone Wars content coming soon for you. But anyway, onto the video. The first shot we have is of some clone silhouettes walking away from the camera. We then fade out to see that it's actually the visor of Captain Rex's helmet. His Phase 2 variant. I believe this is the one that also appears in Rebels as well. Yes, I watched the Rebels, don't judge me, I had to. There was no Clone Wars until now. We fade out to see more helmets, Wolf, Boyle, Waxer, more Phase 1 clones I can't remember, Commander Cody, some pilots from the Wolf Pack and other clone troopers that we have seen. It then carries on to Phase 2 helmets. And by the way, whilst this is happening, you're hearing voice lines from the Clone Wars. You hear Tup saying good soldiers follow orders, you hear Five saying his blood is boiling for a fight, which is just pure nostalgia for me. You've just got to love D. Bradley Baker, and it's good to have him back as all the clones again. And then this comes up. This basically translates to Disney saying,
"Hey guys, yes, we know we fucked up. We know we bought Star Wars and ruined your favourite animated series for the Star Wars franchise and then brought out Star Wars The Last Jedi. Here's Star Wars The Clone Wars again to buy your love back. Yay!"
And in all fairness, I'm glad they made that choice. Haha. The next shot shows off the new graphics, and bloody hell, they've really improved it. Puts Rebels to shame. That's not to say I'm hating on Rebels. Rebels was good in its own way, but, well... At the end of the shot that spans over the Republic base, you start to realise they're bringing back the Bad Batch arc. Now, for those of you who don't know who the Bad Batch are, or what the arc is, the Bad Batch were a group of Republic commandos that were called upon by Rex and Code to get some help in the mission. The arc actually features these clones and their struggles with the normal clones, as these clones are, to some extent, effective or different from the normal clones, like Rex or Cody. The Clone Wars Legacy was where these episodes could be seen. There were two different arcs, the Utapau arc and obviously the Bad Batch arc. And as you can see, one of the clone troopers from the Bad Batch, who's on the left side of Anakin Skywalker, can be seen. I look forward to seeing what happens with this. Will we see what happens to Ventress? Will we see what happened to Ahsoka? Will we see what happened to Darth Maul? They all had books or comic books made for them. So I'm wondering, will they actually animate them? I hope they bloody do. We then get the new Clone Wars logo, which is... it's alright. I mean, I guess they can't copy the one that was for Cartoon Network. This also begs the question, how were they able to license it? Because remember, the Clone Wars was licensed towards Cartoon Network, hence why they couldn't carry on the Clone Wars in the first place. I guess we'll get information about that soon. Now, the last scene comes on. And obviously, you've seen the end of it, but this scene is where I start to come like Loud Nigra. You see Anakin, Obi-Wan, a few clone officers, and Anakin asking, "What did you call me for this time, Rex?" And then he locks his eyes. You see Ahsoka Tano and Bo-Katan. Captain Rex's surprised face. "Hello, Master. It's been a while. I sense Dave Filoni." Now, I want to talk about what this means potentially for Star Wars in general. I'm sure a lot of you have been paying attention to social media, to news, to articles, etc. There's been a lot of conflict going on between the Star Wars creators, mainly Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Roundhead Johnson, and the fans. Even John Boyega, one of my favourite actors, is acting up right now. There's a big divide in the Star Wars community. Disney knows this, hence why Kathleen Kennedy is potentially being removed from office. And it seems that now the guys in charge of Disney, LucasArts, Lucasfilm, are starting to realise maybe they should pay attention to the fans and appease the fans and what they want. Now, I'm not saying make it so it's adhering to young boys, the people who actually like Star Wars, because there are girls who like Star Wars too. I know many of them. But what this also means is that not only do we get one of our favourite animated series back for one of our favourite franchises, but it also means that that particular franchise's owners are actually starting to realise the customer is right. We, the viewers of Star Wars, the fanatics, whatever you call it, are the customers. I'll quickly interject and say this, and not all the customers are actually thinking about it, because there was some very rubbish, childish criticisms of Star Wars The Last Jedi and Solo's Star Wars story. A lot of people have very subjective opinions, and the best way to critique a film, a franchise, a show, a game, whatever, is to be as objective as possible. Subjectivity is unique based on the individual, but when it comes to objectivity, it's all based on facts, not opinions. Disney is starting to pay attention now. They're realizing that if they keep trying to push their agendas, keep writing bad films with the Star Wars name, and then calling their customers, their viewers, misogynists for not liking certain characters, for calling their audience man-babies because they didn't like the film, if they keep fucking about with the Star Wars franchise, they will lose money, they will lose their fan base, and their investment will fail, and it will be no one's fault but their own. Now, I've said this for a while now. The remaining Star Wars film to come out is their last opportunity to get my trust back. However, after seeing this trailer that came out several hours ago, I think they can get 2 chances, huh? Well, let's hope they don't fuck it up, huh? I'll catch you in the next video, lads and Ladetts. And until next time, may the Force be with you. Always.